exhibition game of the year, and how much do you prepare, or do you just make adjustments on the fly?
Well, first of all, UNLV football 6-0, huge game Saturday, great opportunity. Life's about opportunities, I mean, just outstanding. And Andy Grossman, our associate athletic director, in charge of all of our communications. Tell me, Andy, he's world famous, by the way. How many 6-0 teams are there in the country? Do we know? 12. Only 12. That's pretty cool. So congrats to Coach Moll and his staff and that program. In regards to Sunday's game against Washington, a few things. One, we are banged up. I think right now we probably have about 7 to 8 guys, able to play. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Steffen had hurt himself on a dunk, so you saw him on crutches. He's going to be out, 8 to 12 weeks. He was our obviously he's 7, he's 7 feet and was he's a great rim protector for us. Great rim protector. So that's every guy that's out is a big loss for us, and obviously with his rim protection that really hurts. So here's who I know who's not playing Sunday versus Washington. That's Miles, Lodgy, Emmanuel, Isaac, Tyrin, and who am I missing? Mason, he sprained his ankle day. I don't know if he'll be able to play. That's 6. We have 13. That'd be it. That would be so. Mason's to be determined, but we have 5 other guys out for sure. For sure, Tyrin, Miles, Lodgy, Emmanuel, and Isaac are the 5 for sure not playing, and Mason will be to be determined. So we're just banged up, and unfortunately, like I said, Emmanuel hurt himself. Went up for a dunk and fell on his back. He tried to literally tear the rim down. I was like, Emmanuel, but hopefully, he's going to be out for, like I said, 8 to 12 weeks. Unfortunately, we're just a mash unit right now. So I say all that to say, to answer your question, we need to making sure that on Sunday it's about us. Obviously, this isn't a normal game preparation because they haven't played anybody. We don't know what we have a lot to get better at, and I think what we're going to look at for us, focus on transition defense. Obviously, Washington's a good basketball team. Danny Sprinkle's a great coach. They're obviously got great talent, but we've got to be great in transition defense. Want to see how we are defensively in the half court as well, and then offensively, kind of what we do with the ball movement, how the ball's moving, 0.5 mentality. The speed and pace of our cutting, and how we are in the offensive glass. So those are some things we're going to look at as kind of the 30,000-foot view. And this is a great opportunity to play against somebody else. We've been going against ourselves a long time, and to be able to compete against another opponent and have the film to see what we're doing well and not well will be good for us. And but after that, our next best thing is to get healthy. So those are 2 things: is to have a great opportunity Sunday and also get healthy as we continue to move forward.
Aside from health, what's the biggest improvement you've seen from the team in practice last week to this week?
Yeah, we're definitely, our conditioning is getting better, which is really important to me because I want us to have an endurance mindset. We're not exactly where we need to be conditioning wise, but we're getting there, and of course, as we all know, you can condition as much you want in practice. Once you get to a game under the lights, there's going to be kind of that kind of get your wind knocked out of you in the first few minutes, just based on not having played in a game-like atmosphere with the lights. So that'll be good for us to get that through our system, kind of flush that out. But I think we've improved. We've improved in some areas that we needed to improve on. Most importantly, just we got to continue to get better. I thought we've been better at continuing the ball being moved. The open man's the go-to man. The go-to man's the open man. I thought we've been better defensively. We weren't real good transition defense, and we weren't real good at closing the gaps and shrinking the floor. I thought in the week since the last time I've spoken to everybody, we've been better transition defensively and be better at shrinking the floor and making the picture look crowded for the offensive team and being in the gap. So those are things we'll continue to look at as we play on Sunday.
And what do you want to learn from the team at the exhibition game on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think it's just an opportunity because there's going to be things that we watch the film that we do well and other things that we don't do well. And what we need to clean up, what we need to flush out, what we can say, okay, we're pretty good at this. We need to continue building on that. And so I just think it's just an opportunity to kind of really have a evaluation of your team and where you're at. And, because every time you watch film and you're against yourselves, if offense does well, defense has a breakdown. Or vice versa. If defense does well, offense has a breakdown. So it's nice now to be able to see, kind of put some things together. And the interesting things based on our injuries, to get them back, it's trying to get them within the chemistry and the cohesiveness and the conditioning, because a lot of guys haven't played together. And, this isn't an individual sport. It's a team sport. Guys got to, and you don't get a stoppage of play after every play. It's a free-flowing, energy-based game, rhythm-flowing energy game. So it takes time for guys to really gel. So that's why we need to get our guys back so we can gel and play with each other so they get that chemistry and cohesiveness as we get on the floor.
With all of these early injuries, what have the conversations been like with those healthy players of, hey, next man up mentality, this is your opportunity?
Well, here's what I would tell you. I believe life's about opportunities. I had a young man today who said his back was bothering him. He didn't know if he can practice. And I said, let me just tell you something. You have an opportunity of a lifetime in front of you here because we're down. You have a chance to prove that, Coach, this spot is my spot. And so to his credit, he competed all practice. I think it's an opportunity for guys who, that when guys are out, the healthy guys have a chance when they get on the floor to really, say, hey, see what I've got. And they're getting a lot of the reps, which is a good thing for them getting better. I would also tell you from my standpoint, everyone here and probably all the fan base, injuries or not, no one's feeling sorry for you. You're going to get the job done. We have no option. No one's going to feel sorry for me, for our team, for us. If we have 5 guys, we're going to say, hey man, you have a job to do and try to win the game. And that's just kind of mentality. And we've got to figure it out. And whatever the cards are dealt with, we've got to deal with it. Fair or not fair, that's the deal. And we got to get the guys who are able to play, compete, and play the right way and try to win the game.
I know it's early, but is there a certain identity or culture you'd like to see established within this locker room?
Well, I can tell you that it's not early. I've started this back from the second I recruited the guys, second they stepped on campus in June when I laid down the meeting of what our standard is. We got to have competitive excellence. Everything's about competing to me. What was your first name? Mariah, if I told you to run we call it a deep 6 or a shuttle run, like we do this shuttle run. And I said, Mariah, do a shuttle run in 65 seconds. You could probably do the shuttle run and make it in time in 65 seconds because that's playing hard. But if I said, Mariah, you got to do the shuttle run, and I put 65 on the clock, if you're a competitor, you're going to say, I'm going to try to get it in 60. Playing hard, you're going to meet the time at 65 because I've given you constraints. You have a responsibility. That's playing hard. Competing, you're going to be like, you put 65, then I'm going to try to get 60. In the weight room, okay, I have eight reps. Competing, I'm going to do my 8. That's playing hard. Competing is let me get to 9 or 10. So playing hard is, man, I'm at the spot where I'm supposed to be, as coach told me to defensively. I've rotated over. Competing is I've rotated over, the ball's skipped. It's awfully hard and long to get over there. I've got to fly over there and that's competing. So you ask what the standard and the baseline of what our program, our identity's got to be, it's got to be competing. I don't know if the shot's going to fall. I can't guarantee that. I don't know, mistakes are going to happen. It's sort of like I don't want to have any turnovers, and I don't want a defense, the opponent ever to get an offensive rebound. That being said, there's going to be some turnovers, and the opponent's going to get some here and there. It's just part of the game. Bad bounces, whatever it may be. How do you handle that? Are you a competitor, and you're going to fly back to not let him score and do whatever you got to do to wall up or sprint back to stop that action from scoring? So let's say we have 14, a team had 5 offensive rebounds and we had 5 turnovers. That's 10 possessions. Out of those 10, were they 2 for 10 out of those opportunities because we sprinted back because we were competing to get where we needed to do? Or were they 7 of 10 out of those because we felt sorry for ourselves, we're upset, we kind of jogged back, or we kind of hustled playing? If you're competing, if you're a competitor, I'll do it under any means necessary to not let them score. So to sum it up, I want the culture, the identity of the program, we got to have a competitive excellence. And that's the difference between competing and playing hard.
And, barring these injuries, say with this, if the whole squad is healthy, what do you see as like the ceiling, the potential of this team?
I love our team. We got a good team. If you just took out all injuries, and obviously injuries are part of the game, if we're fully healthy, all 13 guys, we're really good. We have a really good basketball team, no denying it. With the injuries, you're mixing and matching. So, and again, no one's feeling sorry for us. Nobody wants to hear anything other than we just got to figure it out and get it done for the guys that are healthy enough to play and put them in the best positions we can. But all I can tell you is we have 13 full healthy guys with our team. We are a good basketball team. I love our group. And the ones that are not, that are hurt, and the ones who can play, I love our group. We just got to figure it out on how we're going to make it work, because there's maybe some unorthodox lineups and things that we got to do that we were planning for plan A because we thought this is our team. And then you have these injuries, so we've got to now course correction and go to plan B and C and maybe move some pieces around at different avenues to make things work, to making sure that things are still moving forward as we move forward. And that's obviously part of my job.
Tyrin's getting extra shots up right now. Just what leap have you seen him take?
Oh, he's been out for a while for a shoulder separation. And he's just getting back for the last week. He's been practicing for 1 week with contact. Our training staff has done a great job on getting him back and getting him fully healthy. He's a phenomenal talent, awesome young man. So in this first week, he's been good with the contact. He picks things up, high basketball IQ, high understanding of the game. He's only he's just scratching the surface. Like he's gonna be like a rocket ship. The more he plays, better he's gonna be. And he's just literally just scratching the surface.
Hello, everybody.
What are you looking forward to in the exhibition game on Sunday?
Really just to get out there and just see where we're at as a team. We've been competing all summer, going at it, just to see where we're at as the first game and get ready for the actual official game. I feel like that's really what our whole team wants to look forward to.
How's the team coming along defensively?
I think we're coming along good. We're starting to put in more sets. We're starting to get some more zone sets in because before in the summer we were running a lot of man stuff. So we're starting to get some zone in, and we're starting to understand it more, just the placements and the spots that guys got to be. So I feel like when we put it in a game and the exhibition, like I said, the tester it'll be good. We'll get it clicked by our first game in October.
So obviously this is a completely new roster, maybe one returner from last year. Can you talk about the challenges of gelling together as a completely new group, but then on the flip side, the opportunity it presents to start something new here?
Coming here, everybody was super excited to come and start the new program, but there is some things that stop. Everybody came here, we don't know each other, we're trying to gel together still, we're trying to get to know the plays. When I first came here, I didn't know a lot of the guys' last names. I just followed them on Instagram. So I feel like a lot of that is just getting to know the guys and meshing together, like you said, but we've gotten past that. These guys are my brothers now. We're gonna hang out after this. So I feel like that's already gone past, but I feel like the challenging part of it or the good part of it is that we're all excited and we're all ready to get out there and play. Like every single guy in the locker room is waiting for Sunday. Like I'm super excited. Everybody's super excited to get out there and just play and show what we've been working on and what we can do.
Have you guys had any discussions about, the identity and the culture that you want to build here this year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, defense, run, jump, just like mainly get stops on defense, because you got to get stops on defense. Offense, the ball is going to go in, but you got to get stops. So I feel like defense is the main thing that we that coach preaches here, and the little things, the margins. Also, he coaches like diving on the floor, taking charges, getting rebounds. Because the ball's not always going to fall in the game. Like my shot's not always going to hit in the game, so I got to do other things to impact the game. And I feel like Coach Pastner showed me and a lot of the guys that like over these past couple months that like you can impact the game by doing more than just scoring. So I feel like that's opened up my eyes and made me like see the game differently as more of a complete player. And I think that's translated to a lot of the guys too.
And for you personally, in coming here, was there an area of your game that you were like, I'll have an opportunity to really build on that? Is there anything specific that drew you to the opportunity here at UNLV?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like coming here, I just have an opportunity to play more of my game. I mean, obviously I know I'm a shooting guard, so I can put the ball on the rim from the perimeter, but I want to show that I can play inside the perimeter more, get downhill, make reads, come off ball screens. And I feel like I feel like I'm prepared to do that. I've been working on that for a long time, so it's just up to me to be able to show that. And I think I'm ready for that.
And what has it been like just working under this new coaching staff here?
I love it. Honestly, I love Coach Pastner. He's a great coach, super energetic. All the coaches, honestly, they all know what Coach Pastner wants, and they show it well at practice every single day. We're watching film. Coach has film group chats we're sending. So everybody, the energy's there, and Coach Pastner really brings it out of everybody. And I feel like it's real good for the coaches to have. Good. Thank you guys. Thank you.
How do you feel the team's coming together here in practice?
Oh, we're coming together very good. We got a little good rotation in practice. I feel like when we go up to Washington, we're gonna have a great flight. We're gonna have I think it's gonna be a good game overall. It's gonna be a good team up in Washington, but we should be fine.
How's the shoulder doing?
The shoulder's doing great. I've been rehabbing for about 9 weeks, so I feel like I'm about 95% right now. Yes, sir.
Can you talk about just the challenges and also the pros of working with a completely new roster this year? Everyone kind of figuring each other out. Al had just said, you guys, this is a brotherhood at this point. You're not
100%.
completely new, but just what has it been like, that growth of coming together here?
Yeah, a challenge would be just like, especially all of us getting here, it's a new team, so no one really knows each other. But one of the pros we hang out together every day after practice. We get food together. We get on the Xbox together. So I feel like coming together, having that chemistry is just great for us, especially early on. Early on, that's the best thing we can do is just come together early.
And have you guys discussed internally just some of the goals that you guys have for this season and just the mentality that you want to have as a group?
Coach and us have, like, one of our biggest goals is win the Mountain West Championship. So if we can get that, that's golden right there.
And have you had any, I know it's so early, any opportunity to kind of scout out the Mountain West so far, think about how you guys will accomplish that goal that you set for yourselves?
Not as of right now, but it's still early in the season, so eventually we're going to get to that.
And is there an area of your game that drew you to UNLV in terms of being able to work on it and excel and level up here?
I think me coming to UNLV, I feel like the coaching staff will help me be able to shoot more, because me being 6'10" and being around the perimeter, I feel like shooting would be a big key of my game. But just me having my motor, just getting around, running up and down, I feel like that's a great part of my game.
And what's it been like just working with this coaching staff?
It's been great. Every day it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be with great coaches and it's great facilities. So I'm just happy every day. I got a smile on my face every day.
Awesome. What have you learned from the older transfers on this team so far?
It's kind of like, I'm still a kid, so they're just helping me get through everything. If I don't know something, they're gonna help me, obviously. But it's just like, these are my guys at the end of the day. They're older, I'm the younger, so it's like big brother, just big brother, little brother.
What effort are you seeing defensively from this team?
A tremendous amount of effort, because not every day we're gonna be shooting threes. So if we can play good on defense, we can win a lot of games.
How huge are the 2 exhibition games for you guys? You're a little banged up. How big is that?
Yeah, I feel like they're very big for us, just to see where we are as a team, and the coaches, we go in there, the coach can see what we need to work on and what we're doing good too.
Are you able to dunk a lot still? Last
Yeah.
time I saw you was at the Ball Dog.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I gave you all 10.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm able to dunk. Left shoulder doing great right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be the third best freshman on the team?
Next question. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You can dunk. You can dunk.
What do you mean?